coffee. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you have seen from the thumbnail and the title of this vid, I am thinking about selling or trading in my G23 series. I've had this car for about just over a year. We've done quite a bit of miles in it. I'll say quite a bit, 9,000 odd miles in that year, and overall I have been quite impressed with this car. But I do get through my cars quite quick. Like, I do like changing them fairly quickly, and I am at the moment still contemplating whether I should go ahead and change this car. Man, this coffee's too good. I have said in some of my previous videos on the G20 that if there was ever a car that I would get rid of, it would be the M4 rather than this, but I'm kind of thinking, nah, I like the M4 quite a bit, and especially like now that I've had it mapped as well, it just feels like a different car, so I'm quite content with the M4. Not saying that I'm not content with this, but you know, I just fancy a bit of a change, and at the moment I am contemplating whether I should change the G23 series to something a bit different. Like I say, I've had the car for about a year. It's had its fair share of issues, but nothing too much to kind of say, well, you know what, I don't like the car anymore. It's not any of that. The car is a great performer, it drives really good, it's very fuel efficient being a diesel as well, but there's just some bit of magic that's missing in this car. And every time I'm jumping out of the M4 and I'm jumping into this, it feels very nice. You know, it's a BMW, so it feels like pretty much like a quality product, but there's just something missing. And also on the channel I do get to experience a number of cars, and there's elements of certain cars that I like, and there's elements of other cars that I like. And now the car that I'm kind of interested in right now, and I am still contemplating, is a VW Golf GTI. Now the reason I say that is, again, it's a new car. This will be the Mark 8, by the way, if I do decide to go down that route. The Mark 8 Golf GTI is the car of choice to replace this. Now some of you might be thinking, well, you're in the 3 Series, you're going to be downsizing. Well, yes, I am downsizing, but also the thing is, I'm getting I'm getting more performance out of that car. You know, it'll give me the thrill that this car doesn't give me, although I will lose a lot of the comfort in this car over the Golf GTI. Now the reason I'm thinking the Golf GTI is because it has a very kind of a split personality. You know, you can be hooning around the country lane in that car, and then when you are around town, you know, it's got a real nice image. You know, it really breaks its personality well. I haven't really made up my mind that I'm getting rid of this car, but I am seriously contemplating that. You know, we're getting close to the end of 2020, and 2020 has been a pretty dire year, if I'm honest, for most of us, as I think most of you would agree. So hopefully 2021 things start picking up and things start getting, you know, better for all of us. Feels good already. That I might start looking at my next car to replace definitely the G23 series, and hopefully by that time I would have enjoyed this car a little bit more, and then I'd, you know, be probably looking around, you know, March, April time to change the G20 to the Golf GTI. I'm really excited about the GTI, to be honest with you. I do like it in the way it looks, especially in the GTI form. I'll throw some pictures in maybe here and there of the car that I'm looking at, but let me know guys in the comments below if what I'm doing is right. What's your thoughts on this? Because obviously I've had loads of followers coming onto the channel when I bought this car, and you know, some of the vids on this car have literally just taken off. So you know, I am, like I say, I am still contemplating that. Should I buy the Golf GTI, or should I upgrade from this to an M340i? Because I am after a little bit more performance, I'm not too worried about the fuel economy. M340i would probably feel very similar to this in terms of the interior design and all of that, so I'm not 100% sure whether I should be going down that route. Whereas if I go and buy like the Golf GTI, I haven't really thought about any other cars, I'll be honest with you, but if I do go down and getting a Golf GTI, I haven't really seen one in the metal, apart from, you know, obviously like the pictures on Auto Express and that kind of thing. So, you know, who knows, I might be, you know, totally in for a shock when I see like how it actually looks if I go and see one at the dealership. But definitely do stay tuned, because I might even go to a dealership and do a quick little vlog around the Mark 8 to make up my mind whether I want to trade it in. Well, I'll trade this in for one of those. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. You know, what do you think I should do? Should I hold on to this? Should I go and buy like the Golf GTI, like, you know, I've been thinking about? Let me know your thoughts on the Golf GTI, you know, what you think of that car. What other cars should I consider if I'm coming out of this? There's nothing really that takes my fancy. I mean, especially in this segment, I don't really like the current C-Class. I don't really like the A4. What else is there? You know, am I missing something? And also, if I'm considering a Golf GTI, what other cars should I consider in the same segment? You know, you got to bear in mind I've got an M4. So I don't want something that's going to be on par with the M4 in terms of two very similar cars, because I do want to like drive, well, I do drive on both as dailies, but I do want to have one that's got the performance but also feels quite nice to sit in and drive, and, you know, not too kind of in your face. I suppose, not that the M4 is too much in your face, but, you know, like with the M4 sometimes it just gets a bit too difficult to drive. You know, you got to let the car warm up, and, you know, it has all of the jerky gearbox changes and all of that, so it's just gotta fit the bill just right. It's got to have the right blend of, you know, everyday drivability, usability and all of that, and that is why I kind of think the Golf GTI Mark 8 would probably be the car that I want to get myself into. But like I say, leave a comment below, let me know if you think I'm nuts, you know, getting out of this car and getting into a Golf GTI. If you want to get in touch with me through my Instagram, I'll leave my Instagram down there as well. You know, just drop me a DM if you're on Instagram. I'm a bit confused. I'm kind of contemplating the whole thing, whether I should get out of this car or is it too soon. I have really enjoyed this car, by the way. I'm not saying that, you know, I've not enjoyed driving it. It has been a pleasure to own. But yeah, there we go. Let me know in the comments below, guys, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.